overwhelmed, overworked and frustrated and just trying to hang on and survive and get through this stressful, busy time, as a business owner, you are not alone. Even the people you look up to, people that you feel like, have done amazing things in business, they have these moments, and possibly in these challenging moments are where their greatest victories are and where the greatest glories live. And so I know it's easy for me to say this without knowing everything about what you're going through, but in every challenge there really is opportunity. I've got a few things in this video that I'm going to share that are going to help, because they've either helped me personally, also have helped other people that I've been working with, and so I really hope that they help you too. Without further ado, let's get into it. Right, look, one of the age-old challenges that are always there for business owners is getting the best out of your team or your staff. Now, there can be a lot of frustration, especially when things are busy, whether that's at work or in your personal life or a bit of everything. But I'm telling you this right now, as with all of these things, all challenges are interpersonal in some way. And we have to make the difference. We have to be the change. We have to step forward and grow into our leadership role and ask ourselves, what can we do to help this person? And in turn, they will be able to help you. But if you're frustrated about someone's performance, then there's always more you can do to help them. Okay, unless they have an attitude problem, which is totally different, you have to be able to put yourself out there and help your team and your staff. So I want to get a piece of paper, and across the top, you're going to write, what can I do to help ... And then on that page, write down everybody's name that maybe you're a bit frustrated with because you want them to do better, or they're in your inner circle, they're in your close team, and I want you to think about one thing that you can do to help them. It might be that you just need to craft some time and space for them to ask you questions, and so that you can give them answers that can then help them do their role. But whatever it is, if you are overwhelmed, overworked and frustrated at the performance of other people, then there is always something that you can do, because we can never control anybody else other than ourselves. So back yourself, trust yourself, and make an action that only you can control by going forwards and helping your team to then help the greater good, the bigger picture, the overall tasks in the company. And that will make your life a lot easier. It's about reciprocity, it's about giving and receiving in that order, and it's about making sure that you're not walking around micromanaging everybody, getting pissed off, passively going in and doing tasks, trying to show everyone how to do it, but not actually using your communication skills as a leader to help people to understand and create space for them to ask you questions. If you're not doing that, then what do you expect? Now, one of the things that I like to say about plans is if you've got a plan and it's deep, then it's easy to pivot. If you haven't got a plan, then you're just pivoting all the time. And that can be very chaotic, can give everyone around you a massive headache, cause a lot of confusion, and above all, it absolutely drains you and your business of energy and resources. And so, if things are busy right now, if things are overwhelming, if there's not a single minute in the day to think about anything else other than whatever's in front of you, then I urge you to pick your strategy, pick your plan, pick your tactics, and stick with them. Stick with them, see them through, not what else can I do. If you start shifting and moving, it's hard enough for you to keep up, let alone everybody else. And so stick to it, commit to it, because at least then you can get through the other side and you can go, hey look, we gave it our best shot. I picked my calls, I called those shots, and I stuck with them, and it either worked or it didn't, or there's some things that we can learn for next time. But if you don't, you're just going to move through and it's just going to be chaotic. So look, choose your strategy, choose your plan, all right? Your organization and your personal organization will have an effect on the overall organization. If you've got it, you've got clarity, that clarity will spread through everybody else. Something really peculiar happens sometimes with business owners when we're on the back foot, when we're really busy, we're overwhelmed, overworked, frustrated. We start getting this stupid, crazy little am I good enough thing going on, and we look at ourselves, we look at our performance, and we start worrying. You know, am I able to do this? Am I good enough? Am I capable? Now the answer is yes to all those things. You have to believe in yourself. Of course, you're not perfect, nobody is. And there is a time and a place for reflection, but when things are busy, that ain't the time and a place for reflection. So what I'm about to say, it does actually cross a little bit of a line, because I promised my mum I wouldn't swear. But f*** off everyone else's opinions and advice when you're in these situations. You will cloud your head, if you're not careful, with stuff that does not need to be there. You don't need to be thinking about what that other person over there is doing, what the other business down the road is doing. You've called your shots, stick to them, and then get through the other side. Then start thinking about what you're doing, how you might be able to change it next time. And I know it's tough, but there's a time and a place to work on your confidence. Right now, it's about just getting through. It's about noticing that you are where you are because of all the things that you've already done. You're not a victim. You're an ingenious survivor. You've done harder things than this before. You've been through way worse, way more challenging times. And even if you don't think you have, you've still racked up a pretty good track record to be able to get where you are right now today. So tap into a bit of that. Shut everyone else out for a bit. Stop taking on all that advice. Stop letting people tell you what to do and how to live your life. With the exception of helpful videos like this, of course, there is no room for those empty promises and just throw away you should do's in your life right now. Clear them out, stick to what you're doing, believe in yourself, because you can do it. Now, with all the things that I've already shared with you in this video in mind, I love this saying, and I think it really, really helps to bring everything together. Repair the roof whilst the sun is shining. If it's stormy right now, just survive. Bare minimum energy output. Focus on survival. And when you're in a storm, your survival is your shelter, it's your warmth, it's your food, and it's other people, and it's bringing everyone in close and making sure that everyone works as a team, as a group, in order to overcome the challenge that we're presented with right now. So that's very much what you're going to have to do in your business to overcome the challenges that you're in right now. But there will be a time, there will be a break in the clouds. There will be a moment where the sun shines. But that is not the time to stop. That is not the time to sit back and relax. That is the time to go and get resources and start building for the next storm. Repair the roof, get the roof stronger, get it more get the shape better so the water runs off easier. Do these things in your business when you're able to, and you will have far less struggle and far less suffering as the months and years go on. So here's what I want you to do as a helpful exercise. Think about some of the things that are going on right now that you're frustrated about, but in all honesty, they're roof problems and there's a middle of a storm right now, so you're not able to fix them. Write them down and then put them away. Do not look at them until there is a space and there is a moment where maybe in a few days, weeks, or maybe even months, you can then revert back thinking about what you've learned from this storm, the lessons that you've learned that you can then bring into play when you build the plan for next time. Now, a classic example is when we're facing seasonal challenges, like for example, a Black Friday, Christmas, the summer holidays, or the New Year, anything like that that's seasonal. Before you know it, here it is again. So let's not get there next year and be caught unprepared. Let's start making a plan a few months before, as a great example of repairing the roof whilst the sun is shining. And finally, listen, you've come this far in the video, I ain't gonna pull any punches with you. I'm just gonna be straight up honest, and I'm gonna say to you right now, lose the distractions. Now, you will know if you're doing that. You gotta take a little bit of honesty, a dose of honesty. You will know if you're doing that. So my challenge to you is, if you really are frustrated, if you really do care about getting results, get rid of those distractions. Get rid of those distractions. It is an obvious thing to do, but sometimes we just need to hear it outside of ourselves to then bring it into ourselves. So maybe that's the moment now for you to stop doing that thing that you should stop doing, that would create space that you could use for more proactive and positive tasks that may actually help you feel better, that may be healthier for your physical and your mental well-being, that may actually help you move this business forwards with more energy and more passion. So make an action, choose what it's going to be, stick to it, make that promise to yourself, and do whatever it is that you need to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to know which one of these points has been the most impactful for you. Please do share in the comments and stay tuned for more of these videos, because I'd love to be able to help you in the future. And above all, listen, good luck. It's going to be all right, and you'll look back at this period of time and you'll be able to extrapolate so much strength, so much evidence, and so many lessons. You may not always get it right, but in doing so, you're sticking to the promise that you made to yourself when you went into business. All right, so never forget your reasons why. Thanks for watching.